kitchen and welcome to my channel Cake. I'm your hostess Suzanne. Today we're going to make this super cute Oscar the Grouch smash cake. If you want to know how I made him and how you can make him too, just keep watching. Okay, let's go ahead and get started on our Oscar the Grouch smash cake. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to do this smash cake with you guys. As you can tell, we have two different kinds of cakes today. I was about to make some 6-inch cake layers to make this video, and I took a look at my freezer and I thought, I already have some 6-inch layers. We're gonna go ahead and put them together. This is not for a client, so that's okay. My grandkids will eat it. As you can see here, I have some smaller chocolate layers on the bottom, and on the top I have a yellow cake. I kept the dome on the top. That will just help us get a head start on the roundness of Oscar the Grouch's head. Let's go ahead and get some cake scraps and some buttercream frosting so we can make Oscar's head actually round. And I thought, why not add another flavor of cake into Oscar the Grouch? Here's some red velvet that was in my freezer. You never know what you're gonna find in a baker's freezer. Okay, let's go ahead and get started on making our cake pop-like consistency. We're gonna first make sure we get our cake into small little crumbles. Just added 1 tablespoon of buttercream frosting that is dyed dark green. In true Suzanne fashion, I am making a mess. At this point, we just want to make sure it all sticks together, and you do that by putting some in your hand and squeezing. If it stays together, then it's good. Okay, now that we have our cake pop-like dough over here ready to make Oscar the Grouch's head round, let's go ahead and give him a mouth first. And I'm gonna take my serrated knife and I'm gonna scooch it forward just so I can reach it better. I think that looks pretty good. What do you guys think? Let's go ahead and make Oscar's head round. Take some of the buttercream frosting, just apply it to the back there just so it adheres to the cake. And we want to put it on the side of his mouth. We want to make this as gradual as we can. The fur is going to cover up a lot of it, but you still want to give it a head start. There we go, there's one side of his head. I think he's looking pretty cute for a grumpy old monster. Let's go ahead and give him a quick crumb coat. Inside of Oscar the Grouch's mouth is black, but my dark green is so dark green, I'm gonna go ahead and use that for inside of his mouth. That will also act as the crumb coat. Go ahead and give him that now. And when you're applying frosting to a freshly cut cake, there's going to be a lot of crumbs. So you want to make sure you don't take your offset spatula back into your frosting, or you're going to contaminate your good frosting with crumbs, and you will not be able to pipe that frosting if it has crumbs in it. You want to go ahead and make sure you always scrape off your offset spatula. Make sure all the crumbs are off before you go back for some more frosting. I think that's good enough for his mouth. Let's go ahead and give the rest of his head a crumb coat. It's not super important you do a crumb coat on this cake because he's gonna have a lot of fur, but it's always good to have a crumb coat because frosting to frosting sticks the best. I put Oscar in the freezer and I cleaned up a little bit. And while Oscar is in the freezer, we're gonna make his eyes. And I just have some fondant here. If you guys don't have fondant or don't wanna buy fondant, you can just do some American buttercream and just draw on the eyes that way if you'd like to do it that way. I'm gonna go ahead and massage your fondant just to get it nice and loose, loosey-goosey. Right now I'm just gonna get this into a nice oval-ish shape. His eyes kind of stick back into his fur. There's going to be fur all around this, so the edges don't have to be perfect. You just want them about the same size. Okay, I think I have them the right size and the right shape. I was making them a little too large, and I went over to the freezer just to put them up against the cake. They were almost bigger than the head. And now I'm going to put my gloves on because I don't want to get black food coloring all over my hands. We're just gonna make a couple little pupils. And we're gonna do that by just dyeing some black fondant with some black gel food coloring. And we'll need just a little tiny dot. If you get too much on there the first time you squeeze it, just go over and get a paper towel and dab some of it off. I just had to do that. Go ahead and work that in. You don't want it too runny. It'll become slimy. Don't want that. I think that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and make sure that the area on our prep table that I'm going to use has the Crisco on it. I brought out a few different sizes of tips. I use them as a guide to make a circle for pupils, and I'm going to opt for the medium size. I believe this is a 1M. Yes, it is a 1M. Go ahead and push it down. A 1M just happens to be an open star. One of my favorite tips. There you go. Okay, I took Oscar out of the freezer. He's over here on his cake stand, ready to get his fur in a minute. I have put a piece of plastic wrap down here, and I'm just going to apply some green frosting, 2 different shades, just willy-nilly. It will just give him some depth in his fur. As I don't think he is one solid color green, and the plastic wrap ends about here, so I want to get close to it but not over it. Push those to the side. We're going to roll this up. And when you're doing this technique, you do not want any of the cling wrap in the middle of the log of frosting. So you fold it over it onto itself and pat it down like that, creating a nice little log. Like that. There we go. Just roll it up like that. I have 2 different decorators back here. I have the Wilton, of course, the large Wilton decorators back here, and I have the regular grass tip, which is a 233. That gives you the real fine fur. I use this for Cookie Monster and Elmo cakes. I will list those videos down for you guys down in the description box below if you haven't seen them yet. And I also have this other tip here. It is a Wilton 2010. It's bigger. It has bigger holes for bigger fur. I don't know if I'm going to use them both or just one. I think I'm going to start with the bigger one because Oscar is kind of more grungy, and so I think I'm going to try this first. If I don't like it, I can always switch back over to here. And how we put this in here, we just take our nice log of frosting. Some decorators pull this over and they just drop it in like that. You can do it any way you like. I just like it this way. If I don't like this tip in this bag, I can take this whole bag, I can take this whole log of frosting out and put it in that one. So for this reason, it's a good idea to use the saran wrap. Get that down in there. I'm just gonna go ahead and put the cake plate on the turntable. That way it's easier to decorate it and I can turn it as I go. Let's go ahead and try this. And when you're doing fur, you want to start at the bottom. Oops. Let's see here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna like this tip. I'll do some longer, some shorter. And to make it look more rugged even, you can swish your hands back and forth. Squeeze your hand, pull out, and swing it to the left or the right to make it more like that. You can throw frosting around on your prep table like I just did. Like that. Because he's pretty rugged. I'm glad I used this tip. I like it a lot. Okay, I think he's coming along. I like the fact that I used 2 different colors of green. I think it gives it that nice grungy look and some depth of color. I like it a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and do around his mouth, then I'm gonna put his eyes on. You'll want to clean off your tip every once in a while. Gets kind of gunky. Okay, let's go ahead and add Oscar's eyes on now. And since this buttercream has crusted over, I need to apply a little bit of fresh buttercream so it will adhere. There we go. His eyes are pretty close together. Super cute. Go ahead and put some fur around those eyes. It's okay if they get on it. He looks like a grumpy Oscar the Grouch to me, doesn't he to you? We're almost there. I really like this tip because his fur is like a hot mess. It's like kind of ratted and it's kind of thicker. It's not the fine fur like you see on the other ones. I like him. We just got to put his tongue on and his distinctive dark eyebrows. Thank you so much for watching this video. It means the world to me. It really does. I hope you've enjoyed it so far. We're not finished yet. I'm sure this video is going to have a lot of bloopers. So if you stay to the end on most of my videos, I do have bloopers and sometimes I crack myself up, but I hope I make you laugh as well. At least put a smile on your face for the day. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you are new to my channel and haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing so. It is super quick and it's very easy, and most importantly, it is free. It is free as free can get, and it's just a couple of clicks. I put in this small decorator's bag some American buttercream. I dyed it red. I'm gonna go ahead and carefully stick it in there. I probably should have done that before I put the fur in. Let's go ahead and, I tried it with an offset spatula and it didn't work. So we'll go ahead and finish it this way. I think that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and do his eyebrows. I have a small star tip I'm going to use for his eyebrows. His eyebrows are really gruffly and I didn't want a smooth eyebrow, so we got a star tip here. And they pretty much make like an arches. I think he looks so cute. Oh my goodness, I think he turned out so cute. Oscar the Grouch smash cake. I love him. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up. And thank you for all my subscribers coming back to watch another video. It means the world to me, it really does. I know I'm having an amazing day with you guys in the kitchen. I hope you're having an amazing day as well. Until next time. Make it a great day. You're not finished yet. Go ahead and make sure that the area I'm using has the, let's go ahead and make sure that the area I'm going to use on my prep table has the shortening. Let's go ahead and make sure that the area has the shortening on it. Oh, I can edit that all out because that was a hot mess. I'm going to go ahead and put the cake stand on the turntable. That would be easier to roll it around. We're going to roll it around to turn it. And while you're there, my son's calling me at this on. Okay, Gavin, you're going to be on the blooper. A few of the grandkids are on their way in a few minutes. I got to get this done. That was my son.